Hey students, this is Mrs. Tyler. We're going to go over Unit 2, Notes 2. The topic today is Manifest Destiny. The phrase manifest destiny inspired hopes and dreams in many Americans. It was based on the belief that the United States had this divine or God-given right to expand from the Atlantic Ocean all the way to the Pacific. Many Americans felt that this was our duty to spread the blessings of democracy across the continent to new lands. So in our notes, we are going to write down that a manifest destiny was the belief that the United States had the divine right to expand from the Atlantic to Pacific coasts, and it took place between 1803 to 1853. So about 50 years into the 1800s. Right. The nation expanded under Manifest Destiny in three main ways. One is war, treaties, and purchases. So let's take a look at those. So I had students take three different colored pencils and color code each of these ways that we expanded our country through Manifest Destiny. I chose red for war, purple for treaties, and green for purchases. So then on this map, as we go through and talk about each way that we get land, we're color coding those to remember how we obtained those pieces of land. Okay, so treaties are also considered peaceful agreements. So the first time that we add some territory to the U.S., it's in 1803 with the Louisiana Purchase. Okay. 1819, we have signed a treaty with Spain. Spain gives us control over Florida. Okay, make sure you write the date and you color code this on your map in your notes. We signed another treaty with the then independent country called Texas. They had fought for their independence from Mexico, and after about 10 years of being an independent country, Texas asks to be added onto or annexed to the U.S. And so after some debate in Congress votes to approve the Texas annexation in 1845. In 1846, we signed another peaceful agreement this time with Britain to obtain that section up there called Oregon Country. And then in 1848, we fight a war with Mexico and win this region called the Mexican Cession. And not long after that, we purchased that little chunk of land underneath the Mexican Cession. We call that the Gadsden Purchase. A gentleman named Gadsden made this agreement with Mexico so that the United States could build a southwestern a railroad. So in our notes packet, we have a kind of hand-drawn version of this painting, this famous painting. This painting is called American Progress. Okay, and so we were looking at all these different pieces and labeling those on our own part of the map. So you can see a little bit more clearly here in this black and white version. We see this is American Progress. She's heading west, bringing education with her and invention. We've got this book, so education, and then she's got this, a lot of kids were assuming it's a lasso, but no, this is wire to connect cities with telegraph capabilities, some of the original text messaging of the early 1800s. Okay. Over there in the east, we have canals or man-made waterways. We also notice in this painting that the east is light and bright, and out west it's dark and mysterious. Out west, we've got mountains. We see a herd of bison or buffalo running west into that darkness. We've got some American Indians, Native Americans, running west, being chased off a little bit. This guy looks, I mean, you can kind of see they're kind of looking behind them like, are they coming after us? We have pioneers in covered wagons coming from the east. We have miners ready to search for some riches, some gold and silver and other mineral wealth. We have a stagecoach, which represents business, banking, more settlers Okay, there's farmers setting up homesteads in the prairies and plains. We've got trains in the late 1840s and 1850s. We start building railroad tracks because the steam locomotive has become a mode of transportation. That's kind of the next big thing. Okay, so in your notes packet, you should have some of these things labeled. Okay. All right. Not everybody benefits from Manifest Destiny, but there were some good things that came out of this for the Americans. Kind of depended on who you were. If you're a white settler, there's a bunch of positives. Okay. We tripled the U.S. land size in this era in under 50 years. This means more land for farmers, access to tons of natural resources, mineral wealth, lumber, all kinds of different natural resources. That's going to really be awesome for our economy. Because of that, new states are formed, and it's going to attract immigration from other parts of the world. Okay. However, not everybody benefits from Manifest Destiny. If you are a person of color in that era, if you are an African American, if you are a Native American, these are going to impact you the most. When we tripled our land size, there were already people who lived in those areas, and we take that land from them. In the process, we also kill off herds of the North American bison, or the buffalo. We caused war with Mexico. We use up some of those natural resources. We're just not very responsible when it comes to how we utilize those resources. In sixth grade, you learned about Weyerhaeuser here in Minnesota and how he was the leader of the lumber industry and how they irresponsibly just demolished and used up so much of Minnesota's white pine trees. And then they didn't even clean up after themselves. They would leave the mess behind, and these tree branches and leaves and stuff would dry out and become just prime for starting big fires, like the fire in Hinckley that destroyed most of the town. So it was really, really irresponsible. It also is going to spread slavery west. And as we grow as a country and we add new states one by one, every time a new state wants to enter the Union, it's going to be an argument in Washington, D.C. by our lawmakers. Is this going to be a state that allows slavery or not? And that argument is going to over and over again, more and more, divide this country further apart. And we'll see that by the end of Unit 2, when we get to the end of the 1850s, slavery has divided our country, and we are on the brink of a civil war. Okay, so thanks for taking notes with us today. Have a great day.